I am Samantha's coach, and we've worked together implementing new processes, really figuring out what does bookkeeping in Worcester look like.
She has an amazing work ethic. She's always willing to pitch in and help. You know, there's probably other things she's got going on, but she's like, yeah, I can do that. No problem, you know, with a smile on her face. When I think of Samantha, that's what I think about, is I don't think I've ever seen her not smiling. And that positivity, bringing it to the firm is huge, and bringing it to work every day is probably one of the things that I appreciate the most about Samantha, is just, you know, her positivity, her willingness to jump in, and her open-mindedness.
So I work with Samantha in the CSS position, and the client that we're talking about today experienced a tragic loss in the business this summer. The office manager, who also served as the corporate bookkeeper, controller, basically kept everything going in-house, passed away very unexpectedly this summer. Samantha played a huge role in not just helping keep the business going, but keeping Dick going. What Samantha did was she communicated with the client very well. She told him when she might have to leave to deal with her outside issues up front, so she didn't let it be a surprise to Dick. She cared about the client to the point where when we determined that the main part of the engagement was over, you know, she came to me and said, hey, I've got this idea. I'd like to put together a calendar of the things that this new person needs to know deadline-wise. I said, just tell me what you want and I'll go get it. And she took the time to go through all 12 months and handwrite it. That may not seem like much more than just doing the ordinary tasks, but when it got to that point, it was really Dick's handing over the keys to this new person. And she cared to make sure that person was set up, because they didn't have all the background that the former person did. She took a great deal of ownership in this project this summer. But that's really how she handles everything.
I think if you look down the list of what the Rea Way is, you could pretty much just do a check mark off of everything that she does and she represents. It's very easy to see why she fits right into this award and why she's deserving of this award.
You know, it's really hard to pick just one part of the Rea Way that Samantha exemplifies, because she contributes, or she's just who she is so much a part of what we want as a Rea. A couple of the things that really come to mind is the idea of always being positive, and whether it is working in a challenging situation with a client or working with coworkers, she always has a smile on her face. She takes those difficult assignments and she has a can-do attitude. We're going to get through this, even though she has competing pressures on her or different deadlines that are all hitting at the same time. She always looks at it and says, we'll work together, we'll get this done.
I had the opportunity to work with her on a payroll project where we were trying to think of best practices. And she came right into that with, oh, that's a great, no closed ideas. She was ready to be open to whatever the best process would be. And again, just appreciate that a lot.
And then the other part of the Rea Way that I really think thought about was the idea of valuing herself and valuing her clients. And because I think she really takes a lot of personal interest in making sure that her clients are getting the service that they deserve. So she takes a personal pride in doing the job well, and going the extra mile and saying, okay, here's your question, but let's go farther than that. What's really behind that? And let's solve problems that maybe they weren't even articulated at the time.
Choose to be positive every day. I think she just has that ability to make the people around her positive. It spreads. Her willingness to be open to whatever's best for the firm.
I think you could pick almost any one of them, but one that kind of comes back to me would be the fail forward. She is not afraid to make a decision, and whether or not that's the right decision, or it doesn't always turn out to be the right decision, but she is not afraid to make a decision, learn from that decision, and then move forward and make improvements based on what she learned from that.
There's never a day that you don't see her smiling or, choosing that to be positive, no matter the project. There's been some ones that are not as fun that she has worked on, and she still smiles and gets through it. So,
Things about Samantha is she's always asking questions, and she's always wanting to learn more. Even if it's a little bit outside of her area, she asks good questions. She says, well, how does this relate? So she never stops learning, and not only does she take that attitude for herself, but then when she's working with other people, she's great with training. She's great with explaining, why are we doing this? How are we doing this? And why is it important?
She has helped make a culture in her office. There were not a lot of CSSs in that office before she started. And, she did not let that hold her back or intimidate her in any way. She came in, she learned the job, she learned how to work with clients and all of those things, and she's built that culture there now, and really they've been able to expand their CSS group in that office, and I think that's in a big part because of her work ethic and positivity.
She's also reaching across offices and saying, how do you do this? Why do you do this? How can we do this better? Have you heard of this opportunity, whether it's in payroll taxes or bookkeeping?
She has a significant impact on clients because they just feel comfortable around her. So she's not the kind that'll go out and make you feel like you should have known something and make you feel lesser about yourself. She's the kind that is going to go out and take it as a training opportunity for someone else, for our clients to say, no, you may not have done it right this way, but you shouldn't. This is the better way to do it. And she makes people feel comfortable.
She works hard. She's not willing to back down from a challenge, and she does a great job for her clients and for our firm as a whole.
Samantha's a wonderful person to work with. She cares about her clients. She cares about her coworkers and her colleagues. And if you have a question, she's very approachable. She's willing to step in and help out, even if it's not within her job description. If she knows that somebody is trying to get something done, she's like, can I help with that? How can I help you? Congratulations, Samantha. You earned this. You really are a great example of what it means to be the Rea Way.
Congratulations, Samantha. This is well-deserved. We're proud of you.
Congratulations, Samantha, for winning the Rea Way Award.
Samantha, congratulations on winning the Rea Way Award. You deserve it.